Perk greed, hybrid specialties, they would be a lot of fun to use if it wasn't for the pesky reason that I've been running 4 blue perks to alleviate headaches in Black Ops 7. Hey there, this is the One Boom, and today we're going to be talking about the blue perk problem in Black Ops 7 and how it has drastically hurt my ability to make fun and interesting classes and why I'm kind of getting a bit sick of it. So anyway, Ghost, Vigilance, Cold-Blooded, Ninja. It's all you need, baby. It's all you need all the time. It's the only thing worth using as far as I'm concerned. I've talked about this before. Cold-Blooded is required for fun in Black Ops 7. Hottest take I'll drop right here in the video. If you don't use Cold-Blooded, you're missing out on half the game. It feels like, at least to me. Because I don't like getting hit by the drone pod. The drone pod completely breaks up the experience of the game because it's a field upgrade, it's not even a streak, and it chases you out of important gunfights. So, being on a streak or trying to stay alive and suddenly you have a bunch of little explosive drones tracking you, it's just nightmare fuel. Even with the nerfs to the drone pod, it's giving away your location, it's pushing you out of your cover, and if it sets off a car or other explosive barrel or something, you're just killed. And I never want to be in a situation where I'm close to a streak or trying to capture an objective and that's killing me. Then, the most effective score streaks are the easiest to earn score streaks, like the HKDs, the dog, the support helo, whatever. They of course force you indoors or force you to shoot down the streak, and I don't want to do either of those things. I don't want to waste my time fighting your dog. I want to push past your dog, take advantage of your confidence in your dog, and kill you. Oh, not to mention the skewer, the easiest to earn lethal streak in Call of Duty history, which just, again, if I'm on a streak, I'm capturing an objective, I'm trying to go on a flank, and I hear the little ka-chink sound in the sky of the skewer targeting me. Neat. If I don't have any cover around me, I just have a guaranteed death. There's no counterplay to this. There's no dodging it. It just kills you. I'm not willing to gamble with a falling sky. Then you factor in stuff like thermal sights or the MMS scanner and the fact that VTOL gunships and hailstorm missiles don't have the little reticle around you when they're trying to look for you. It's just a no-brainer. The little stationary pistol turret or the tracker grenade as well. You can just walk right by them, who cares? And then there's the CUAV and scrambler spam. I love getting all of my situational awareness pulled away from me. It makes the game so much more fun where I can't tell if you're behind me or above me or whatever. And in the heat of a sweaty game of domination, enemy CUAV inbound is just damning. My teammates are not going to shoot that shit down. I hope they don't waste their time. I hope they have vigilance. We can just counter it and keep going forward. And then UAVs, of course, cheaper than CUAVs, constantly in the air. Half of my deaths, if I don't run Ghost, says affected by UAV, affected by UAV. If I don't use Ghost, I have to use Scout, because I am not going to be on your damn minimap. The team balancing in Black Ops 7 is horrendous, and so for any matches I actually want to genuinely win, I need to be sort of on the front line, pushing advantage. I already feel like I'm playing a game of Infected with the way 6 people will just start stalking me for sport. And if I'm on their minimap, it just makes it that much easier. I'd just rather, not be. I like that streaks are earnable in this game, but the skewer, CUAV, and UAV would be enough to make my point, and then comes Ninja. Footsteps in this game are kind of a bitch. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love them. I kind of preferred in the beta at this point, because in the beta, I couldn't really tell where footsteps were coming from, and that was kind of nice. You just kind of could tell somebody was in the vicinity. And then they made like perfect footstep audio for the launch of the game, and now it's kind of easy to tell where someone's coming from. So not running Ninja, especially on larger maps where there's little moments of quiet like on Toshin or Homestead, you get shot a lot. I get turned on a lot. I approach a camping spot or a power position without these perks, and the person's already pre-aiming me. And this leads me to my next problem. This game has a pre-aim issue. Aim walking movement speeds are too damn fast. We got what we asked for, and it's the worst thing ever. Aim walking movement speeds are too fast. Everyone's pre-aiming with ARs in any of the sweaty lobbies you're in, and half of your deaths can be avoided if they just don't know you're coming because they're so used to pre-aiming footsteps and minimap signatures, which of course then leads me to running a suppressor as well and staying as far away from my teammates as possible. Now, in other COD games, this sometimes will feel like a playstyle choice. A stealth playstyle is what you'd be like, boom, you're describing a stealth playstyle. Get off your horse. No, I'm not. I'm describing a necessity of the game, unfortunately. And this is after way too many days played inside of Black Ops 7. I'm max prestige level 180 something now, and I'm kind of fed up with how effective this is and how required it feels. I like Enforcer, I like Strategist, I like the, Tactician, I like the other hybrid specialties and specialties, but on top of everything I just mentioned, you also get Recon, which gives you high alert and hides the skulls above enemies that you kill, which means less people looking in your direction after you do anything, meaning less getting pre-aimed, meaning I can actually effectively flank, effectively use SMGs, effectively use shotguns. I can effectively actually stay alive long enough to have any sort of streak or story or fun. And this is, like I just said, getting very old, very fast. It doesn't help that the other perks just don't feel that worth using, and some of them just straight up don't work. Apparently lightweight only really works when sprinting, and tac sprinter's a joke, and I don't care about any of the tier 2 red perks except scavenger, but I have the assault pack for that. And tech mask would be nice, but I have a stim that removes status effects, which I can replenish with my assault pack. So I don't need scavenger, I don't need tech mask. In every possible way, I deal with more CUAVs than I do getting stunned. I deal with more CUAVs than I deal with ammo shortages. That is the nature of the game's current state. So when you have constant UAV, CUAV, and AI streak spam, combined with imbalanced teams where my team is feeding HCXDs, legions, and other AI streaks to the enemy team, why wouldn't I just equip the perks? And I really am asking you guys this, if you want to give me an answer. Why wouldn't I just equip the perks that counter all this shit? All the time. And Call of Duty games, they're in flux all the time. Like, we have had games where none of this stuff feels that useful or viable to run. You kind of get caught off guard when you feel like you kind of needed it. And now it just feels essential. It feels like the only thing worth using. Having the Recon specialty, Ghost Vigilance, Cold-Blooded, and then using Perk Greed for Ninja feels like that's extraneous, right? Like, why don't you get some extra variety in there? No. There's nothing better than my enemies not hearing me, not seeing me, not removing my ability to see them, and not just taking me out with random bullshit from the sky. I genuinely think this game would play a lot better if Perk Greed gave us 2 extra perks, so that I could maybe run Enforcer with, I don't know, Ninja and Ghost. And you think, well, that'd be really overpowered. Not really. Enforcer requires me to chain kills together, and yes, that with Ghost and Ninja would be pretty damn strong, for sure. I think it would just make the game more fun. I think it'd be more fun if I could use like 3 green perks and then Cold-Blooded. Okay, I could do that with Perk Greed. Then it's just a matter of I'm not really allowed to push flanks. I'm not really allowed to, reliably survive over long periods of time. Because eventually I am going to get CUAV'd and lose my situational awareness. Or somebody is going to see me coming on the minimap and I'm not going to be ready for them. And now most people are either running a ton of blue perks or the Scout Hybrid specialty to stay hidden, and so I really just don't want to be on the losing side of that. I really just don't want to be on the losing side of that. These maps are also symmetrical enough that most people can sort of just predict where you're coming from anyway. They kind of know that you only have like 1 or 2 options, so when they know you only have 1 or 2 options to push them, they kind of know where to watch. They kind of know where to listen for. They hear your footsteps, they know exactly where to look. The game sort of lacks passive, practical locations to lock down. There's no crash, from COD 4 style map. Everything is very symmetrical and very simple, and so, again, enemies already wouldn't have that much trouble predicting your location, and then you combine that with Scout Pulse, UAV, I forgot to mention Scout Pulse, UAV, CUAV spam, skewers raining down from the sky, and them hearing your footsteps, it's like, okay, pack it up. Like, there's a lot of things that come at you when you're not running blue perks, and if you're used to running 4 blue perks, you're used to just not worrying about the game. Your situational awareness is there, a skewer isn't going to take you out, a helicopter isn't going to take you out, a dog, HKD's not going to take you out. They don't see you coming, they don't hear you coming, they're not blinding you, and you can just play. You can just turn your brain off and play. Outside of that, there's always something hunting you down, chasing you down, giving away your position, and causing you to have to think a little more. So I'm opting out of the cycle of something randomly takes me out or people just are already pre-aiming me or ready for me. I'm just opting out of that experience. And I'm playing a different game that you're not playing. Oh, you get your health back on a kill with Enforcer? Great. I hope your sprint out time's good, because you're not ready for me to be down the stairs from you. You're not ready for me to be on your flank. You have no indication I'm there unless you lay upon me your naked eye. Anyway, I don't know if it's a combination of the streaks, movement, and map design. I don't know if it's just how people are playing. I know, Warzone has definitely influenced an entire new generation of COD players into playing this very, engagement resetting, zoning playstyle that makes it kind of difficult to, march around the map. I think Battle Royales have encouraged people to do that just in general. So maybe it's a combination of a lot of things that I'm experiencing, but the game gets 3 times as fun if you run Ghost, Vigilance, Cold-Blooded Ninja. Take my word for it, or don't. Give it a try, or don't. Let me know what you think, or don't. Like and subscribe, or don't, and I appreciate all of you. If you made it to this point in the video, one of my awesome subscribers, Cake Yeah, gifted like 1 billion memberships out, like 100 memberships. And this, of course, that pays for my half of the rent. That allows me to live. So it's amazing, and I'm thankful for it. And anybody this month that decides to renew their membership with me and, support the channel that way, I really appreciate it. Either way, I'll see you when I see you guys. Goodbye.